to the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Green Bay Packers and the Washington Commanders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. On play action, now Rodgers. And incomplete to open things up.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Rodgers. He finds Watson, it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 25-yard line. First down, Hal to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Well, this defense for the Packers, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Faking the handoff, Howell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Jamin Davis, the one to get up from his linebacker spot and make that play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but now let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now Rodgers being chased out left. Able to find Lazard. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this first and goal.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Rodgers going to try and run. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Rodgers with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. On third down, Robinson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Here we go. 21-0 our score after 1. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Howell. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Howell looking to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure, because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's got room. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Oh, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of 2 there, second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. That's complete right side to Lazard. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Crosby is good, and the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Rodgers now to throw. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Rodgers again now. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Rodgers going to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. Oh, he's brought down. Remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Robinson with another carry. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on third down, Howell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Howell throwing on first down here. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is fielded at the 7. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 58 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
Again, it's Robinson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
This time they'll throw it with Howell.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. This guy is in a zone. Remember, he had a sack hat trick last week. That got him NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Another one right here.
I love how you phrase that, in the zone, because I'm a firm believer that like a running back, like a quarterback, when guys get hot and get locked in, the same thing happens for guys getting sacks. Their moves are working, and they're getting home and putting guys on the ground.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
3 quarters in the books. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Jet sweep. Here's Watson.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. How about this? They'll try the option, left side.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Hey, 626.
Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Crosby with the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Crosby for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And some room to maneuver. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well-executed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, I know this will surprise you, but I've actually done a little bit of reading lately, and all the analytics say that you should go for it more on 4th down. I think someone has referred back to their analytics coach. Maybe he's got a pipeline into the booth because that was a really good play call.
Right back to him on 1st down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
Sometimes that's a danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their head.